Or welcome to. Yeah, welcome. Welcome, everyone.
Welcome or welcome back, whichever one you are. Um, we're here to talk about some college football.
yeah,
And
yeah. To be honest, we tried to record this yesterday, but we were so mad because of so many different things that
there was a lot of things happening that were pissing me off. I mean, week 2 pissed me off still.
yeah, if there was a theme for week 2, it's just pure unadulterated rage.
Like,
For
don't piss me off.
for one of us, I'm fine.
Wake, what the fuck?
Do you want to start it off? You want to kick us off?
Wake, what the fuck was that? I'm trying my best not to scream and rage like I did yesterday. I'm trying to be a little bit better today, but I genuinely do not know what the fuck I watched. Like, I spent the entire game watching this for the last 2 minutes to just be a shit show. Like, a literal shit show. I can't even put it into words. Like, the last play of the game where they were doing that crazy, I'm gonna toss the ball and hope I can run with it shit. I literally was at my screen like, boo, fucking boo. Like, I was so mad. I was seething. I wanted to throw my phone out the window. I wanted to cuss. I wanted to cuss out the entire team because what the fuck was that? Y'all wasted my time. And here's the kicker. Here's what's really pissing me off even more. So y'all do that bullshit. And y'all play Ole Miss this week for homecoming? Homecoming, bro. That's embarrassing. That is so embarrassing. They're ranked what, like 5 right now? We can talk about AP poll rankings later, but like they're ranked pretty high right now.
Can y'all tell how fucking mad Homegirl was? To put in context, I woke up to at least 20 plus text messages from her pissed the fuck off from the last 5 minutes of that game. And I had no idea what the hell happened. And I went back and I looked at some of the clips and I went, oh, valid.
My enemies have succeeded. Like, I literally don't understand what the fuck that was. It was such a waste of my time. And here's what also pissed me off. There were some other games on at that same time that I could have put my energy into and watched.
Correct.
But I was like, you know what? No, I'm gonna give it to Wake. I'm gonna watch Wake. And I am thoroughly pissed. Honestly, this is what I meant last week when I said I can't put a lot of hope and faith into Wake because they will do something stupid. Because guess what the fuck y'all did?
Something stupid.
Something stupid. And by 1 point, dog, y'all could not stop them. Y'all literally, it was like maybe 2 minutes and 49 seconds, and all y'all had to do was stop them for 4 plays. 4. Couldn't do it. I just wanted to cuss everybody out. The D line got tired. The O line couldn't fucking do nothing. Suck. And now I gotta watch a bloodbath. Y'all think I wanna? I'm not even going to homecoming this year. You know why? Because you think I wanna go back to Wake, have some camaraderie, feel some school spirit and nostalgia from graduating from there, just to see them get pummeled? No. Why would y'all do that? Who looked at y'all schedule and said, you know what? Ole Miss is the one.
To be fair,
That's the one.
To be fair, our homecoming is Auburn in 3 weeks, and I'm not exactly hype about it. But if you look at our schedule, there's no other home game that fits in that time frame because it was either them or Mississippi State, and both of them kind of stuck as our choice because we couldn't do UMass in November.
At least it'll be a good game. This is going to be
a good game.
A mass murder. We're going to get I would not be surprised if they put up 20 points in the first quarter on us or in the first half. Like, I just really don't. I have no faith right now. We couldn't even beat Virginia. We beat them the past 5 times we played them. We beat them. And we couldn't do it this time. I have no faith, bro. None. A ranked team? No. No.
Listen.
Unacceptable.
Hold on. There was a lot of ranked teams that got their ass whooped though recently. So I'm like, it's a possibility. It's a possibility. Look at Notre Dame. They lost to Northern Illinois by 2 in the last few minutes.
That was insane. I saw the clip of
my God.
North Illinois commentators. They were going feral.
I just want to say Thank you, Notre Dame, for giving us that clip of the head coach literally crying his eyes out and being so excited for his team because, yes, unfortunately, I think that was the nail in the coffin for this head coach, and I think he's done at the end of season. If not before that, I would not be surprised if they pulled you're done.
Notre Dame, the team with a hot coach, that's a hot mess.
Oh,
You know who else was a ranked team that lost? Georgia Tech and Syracuse. What the fuck?
okay,
Like,
hold
what was
on.
that?
Hold on, because, okay, their win over FSU at first was impressive in Ireland. Yes, absolutely. But then when FSU had that Monday night game against Boston College and they looked that bad, I was like, okay, so is Georgia Tech really that good? Or were you both ass and Tech just got lucky with the last minute field goal?
I think what you're missing is, in theory, if Tech beat FSU and Syracuse beat Tech, that means in theory Syracuse could beat FSU.
They could.
And
They're
that's
undefeated right now.
crazy as fuck to think about.
I honestly, with the transfers that they got this season, the recruits they got this season, and that head coach is coming from Coach Smart, it's not surprising. I would
It's
love
not
to see them be
surprising, but,
successful.
like,
I just don't want to play them.
Syracuse has always been the butt of the ACC. And again, coming from somebody at Wake, we were also the joke of the ACC as well. But they were below us. So, like, if I honestly, because I don't know anything about Syracuse's team right now, if they actually come to the top of the ACC, hell is frozen over. I'm being so serious. Hell is frozen over. But you know what? I love a little orange mascot, though. That's all I got to say.
The little ball-looking man, literally a
Yes.
ball with arms and legs.
Yes,
Bro,
and he'll take his arms in and just like twirl around. It is the best thing ever.
it's
You ever
literally
get a chance to see it?
it's literally an orange with arms and legs. And listen, it's
Speaking
simple.
of orange, Texas.
Thank you for beating Michigan. I'm very happy about it, but also you fucking suck. But also thank you. Thank you for beating Michigan. Thank you so much. It just made my heart
Texas
so
is
happy.
like, I don't know what's going on. But they were like, we don't have time for these weak sauce teams. Like, give me some challenges. I mean, Michigan only scored 12 points.
Michigan looked
That
like Garbo last week.
Yeah.
So I'm not surprised that this week they went, haha, nothing.
Actually insane. So it'll be interesting.
Another usual joke of a conference, or in the conference, I should say, Vandy is still undefeated at this moment. They beat
I'm telling
they
you.
beat a cupcake by 55 points, and I feel like that's a lot for Vandy. And I am so glad we're not playing them this year.
I'm telling you, hell is starting to get a little cold. It's starting to freeze a little bit.
No.
Because I don't understand what is happening.
It's this season just I say this almost every season, but this season just feels wild. Just nutty.
It feels, the only way I can describe it is like it's up in the air. Like anything can go at this point. And I know it's only week 2. I know it's early. But like
What?
just the games that I've been seeing, I'm like, what in the world?
Yeah. Speaking of what in the world, did you see that South Carolina whooped Kentucky's ass? 31-6, bro. At Kentucky.
6?
Yeah, dog. 6. 2 field goals. That's it. That's all they had the entire game. And South Carolina, if y'all don't remember, let me refresh your memory, looked like absolute garbage last week. To the point, like, Shane Beamer walked off that field like, I'm getting fucking fired. So to come back out and whoop Kentucky's ass at Kentucky? What the shit's going on?
I have no clue, bro. I literally don't even have thoughts to that. I have no word. Speaking of walking off though, Colorado.
Oh,
Colorado.
Hot topic.
Let's have a talk.
I'm here for it. Let's go.
You should never walk off the field until the clock says 0.
Correct. Especially when you're the quarterback. You're the leader of the fucking team, my guy, and you say, oh, there's 2, 3, 4 minutes left. No chance, I'm gone. The fuck is that?
I don't care if you're losing 55-3 like some other teams this past week have. You play the game out. Like, and I'm not even trying to be this person, but I think Shadur is like up for a draft for the NFL draft this year.
Yeah.
You don't think these teams are watching you like a hawk dog? Like that unsportsmanlike conversation and situation that you just did, like those teams are not gonna want to put you on the field. So like you need to, I don't know how they gonna spin this, but y'all need to figure it out because if you want to see an NFL team, you gotta do better.
That's the thing. I haven't seen Dion come out and say anything about it. And I'm like, bro,
Yeah.
that's your son. And if you show him favoritism, and because if it's me, I'm benching your ass. You gave
Yeah,
up
I
on
don't
the
care
team.
who you are. You're sitting out.
You're sitting the fuck out next game. I don't give a damn who we're
Yeah.
playing. You're sitting your ass out since you want to give up on the team. Let alone, I might even threaten you about kicking you off because who the fuck just quits?
Yeah, like who do you think you are? But also, I don't even think they were losing by much. Like what? Like two
No.
touchdowns?
Yes.
You could have easily grinded it out and tried to at least make a comeback cuz they had like I think like 3 or something minutes left. Like
Yes.
that's enough time to at least make an attempt. Like you shouldn't have just given up. That was insane.
They ended up losing 28-10. But again, you could have scored another touchdown. You could have made the score better. You then could have done an onside kick, tried to get the score even better, even potentially done a threat. But to just sit here and be like, "Fuck y'all, I'm out." Like I don't know.
It was very distasteful.
I don't know who the fuck he thinks he is, but like to me, if I'm an NFL coach, I don't want that energy. I don't need that energy because you're gonna lose games in the NFL. It's gonna happen, and how you handle it is gonna be the most important thing. And if this is how you're handling the second game of the season, get out.
Yeah.
Get out. Just no.
So
Yes.
this week 2 felt like a lot of ranked teams playing cupcakes, easing their way into an actual schedule. Alabama.
Bro, that
Alabama.
score.
I know you won. But let's really talk about it because when I had a break in between the Wake game or whatever, I popped myself over to this little Alabama game to see what was going on. And I was like, what the fuck is happening? Y'all were looking quite pitiful.
The score does not reflect how badly they played this game for 3 quarters, if not 3.5 quarters. Good on you for scoring 28 points in the 4th quarter. I'm glad it took you that long.
They had to. Like when I clicked over during like the little time I like just was hopping through different teams, I was like, oh, they're about to lose to USF. Like that was about to be insane. Then when my ESPN app alerted me and that they won, I was like, how did they pull this through?
They literally, so they scored their last 3 touchdowns within the last 6 minutes of the game. First of fucking all, that's
Honestly,
insane.
I gotta give it up to you. I ain't never seen no shit like that.
I will give it to you. That's impressive. But dog, what the hell was the other 3 quarters? Because me watching it from start to finish, I'm like, what is this? O-line didn't know what the fuck was going on. Jalen could not throw he could not throw a ball at a trash can if it was in front of his face. Like, it was so fucking bad. Not to mention, they had 3 turnovers. 3. South Florida had none. What the fuck is going on?
And that's what's really killing me too is like South Florida. You had probably the best thing wrapped in a bow for you because they were playing so shitty. Alabama doesn't often play shitty. So when they do, you should take advantage of it. So the fact that y'all didn't do what you needed to do, it was your game to lose at that point, to be quite honest with you. Like, I mean, if it's just hypothetical, say Georgia played an Alabama team like that, the score would have been 56-3. I'm being so serious. It would have been 56.
Don't put that shit into the universe because we still got to play them in 3 weeks, and I am.
Oh, sorry. Let me give you another example. Clemson in Alabama.
Thank you. That's better.
On somebody else. Even Clemson's playing trash.
Trash football.
Well, they played a cupcake team this week too, I think, but they've been playing trash
football.
Not the best Clemson team I've seen.
No.
If they played an Alabama team like that,
I think they would have given Bama a run for their money, which is
I don't
really
even think
embarrassing.
Bama would have scored. I honestly don't even think Bama would have gotten a point on the board.
I'm really interested to see Bama play a team with an actual defense, like a legitimate defense, because I think it's going to give them a run for their money, like it did last year.
Yeah.
I keep saying it, and there is someone that's going to disagree with me so hard. Also, I don't really care because this is my opinion. Jalen Milroe is
That is my opinion.
exactly. Jalen Milroe is not that good. He's fine. Boy can run if he needs to, and he can make them short passes. Great. He did not impress me this week. He did fine, but it wasn't anything of like monumental proportions.
Yeah.
Same with last week, honestly.
Oh my gosh. Speaking of,
Yes.
what was the teams? I can't remember the game. I'm watching the game right now.
Uh-huh.
What was the team that did four? Was it 4 interceptions, 4 turnovers?
Auburn and Cal. Auburn
Yes.
had 4
Yes.
freaking interceptions. Oh, that quarterback threw 4 interceptions. Oh my fucking
It was
God.
insane.
That game, I'm so mad I didn't get to watch all of that game. That
Yeah,
game
it was insane.
shocked the hell out of me. Yeah. They also had a total. Let's play a game. How many turnovers do you think that Auburn had in total?
It had to have been a lot. I know it was a lot. Like I just remember that game was insane because it just was, it was a lot going on. Maybe what, like 3?
5. 5. 5. Cal had 0. 0.
But here's the part that was baffling to me. Like my brain still can't, even after talking about it yesterday too, my brain cannot conceptualize 4 interceptions,
Thrown by the quarterback. Yup.
5 turnovers,
In total. So there was one other fumble. Mm-hmm.
yet the score was only by a touchdown. Like
Yup.
I don't understand. I'm not understanding. I'm like, does that mean, like, I just can't process, like, is California that bad? Like I just don't understand what that means.
Both of their running backs. Cal's running back only had 53 yards with 8 carries, and then Auburn's had 68 yards for 12 carries. But then their quarterbacks, bro, mind you, Cal's quarterback popped the fuck off. He had 233
He had a
total
great
yards.
game. I remember. His
Had a
stats were
great
insane.
game. The score does not show that. So what the hell does this mean?
That's why I was very lost. I was so lost. I
What
was
is
like,
this?
I was like, you played at your best while Auburn played at their worst. And the difference was a touchdown. Like, I don't know who's more ass in this situation.
I think it just proves that SEC football, even at their worst, can still be decent. And West Coast football at their best, it's fine. They're fine.
Hey, now listen,
Average.
they had a lot of changes. They're in the ACC now. Give them a little.
It's the ACC.
Hey.
You just were shitting on Wake for a whole 10 minutes. You cannot sit here and try to hype up the ACC right now, especially with FSU and Clemson being dog shit.
Clemson and FSU are dog shit because they spent their offseason suing the ACC.
True.
Focused running some damn plays, and then maybe they could justify leaving. But outside of that, listen, the ACC is like, I hate how everybody makes fun of the ACC because like it just feels like the little brother getting picked on. Like we're okay, we're all right. Mm-hmm. Some years we shock y'all. Mm-hmm. But I'm sorry, when SEC has like what 15,000 teams on it, what am I supposed to do?
Okay, first of fucking all, I did not want Texas and Oklahoma in here. We already got enough when we took in Mizzou and
That's what I'm saying.
Texas A&M. We don't need anybody else. Get the fuck out. Go somewhere else. Damn it. Stay where
In
you
a minute,
are.
the whole conference finna be SEC.
No, don't tell me that, because our schedule's gonna be so bad. Oh no.
The schedules are already rough. We were talking about this yesterday too, y'all. Mm-hmm. But like, we really need to do a segment on schedules because these schedules are concerning. Like some teams, like Vandy. If you look at Vandy's schedule, they are going to get plummeted for the last half of the season.
Also, Florida, I'm so sorry. First of all, you're already trash, but your schedule does not fucking help you. Bill Napier is getting fucking fired at the end of this season. And that
Yeah.
schedule does not help, bro. And then our schedule, Georgia's schedule, is probably one of the toughest schedules in the entire college football world at the moment. And then Bama's over here with a cupcake, and we can't comment on it now. God
A
fucking
cupcake,
bid.
but like a cupcake, but trying to lose it. I don't
Yup.
understand.
Yup.
Anyway, we'll go in and dive deeper into that at another time. But
Those were kind of my big games that I had this week that I kind of caught wind of because oh look, Florida won. That's cute. Good for them. Mississippi State lost. I
To
missed
who?
that. Arizona State, 23-30. Bro,
Moving on. That's
what
a joke.
do you mean?
Moving on. That's a joke.
Quick shout out. Arkansas, I saw y'all going into overtime with Oklahoma State. You almost had them. Sam Pittman, I love you. You might lose your job. I ain't gonna lie. But shout out to y'all for taking Oklahoma State into second overtime and almost beating them.
You about to lose your job. Hey, saying it now. You about to lose your job. You know who need to lose their job?
Dabo.
He just needs to retire.
That too.
NC State, because why are you ranked and getting destroyed by Tennessee? Tennessee.
It's Tennessee. The weird thing is they did play at NC State.
Crazy.
And
insane. I'm
got
like, I
beat.
know the difference between 10 rankings in the AP poll is not a 51-10 score. Like, there's no way. There's no way.
Rumor has
And I
it Tennessee's quarterback's really freaking good.
Okay,
But-
so they probably might bump up. But honestly, I need y'all to do better because I literally said in the first episode that I was going to root for y'all and y'all were going to be the underdogs and y'all were going to surprise us. Please surprise us because this is not the surprise I was asking for. This is quite opposite.
This is not the surprise I had in mind.
This is not the surprise I intended.
They got a lot of season
And
left.
also, Oklahoma, you're not safe either. Almost lost to Houston, won by 4. Get it together.
No, we don't want Oklahoma to get it together. I would love if they lost. Keep them losing. Keep losing. SEC,
Hey.
keep them losing.
Hey, that's between y'all and y'all. I ain't got nothing to do with that. All I'm saying is if y'all want to stay ranked, you got to do better.
All right, last one that I'm just going to shout out for my one Pittsburgh friend. Congratulations on beating Cincinnati by 1. Let's go! Woo! They have the backyard brawl this weekend. I don't care, but congrats, Pitt, for winning probably the one game y'all got this year. Great job.
Best of luck
Good
to
job.
You. Did better. You showed a 1-point score better than Wake did. But yeah, that was week 2 in a nutshell for us. I kind of did some peeping on what week 3 is set up. It looks like another week full of cupcakes, so it'll be interesting to see how those pan out. The one game that has my
Cupcakes.
eye is LSU, South Carolina, because South Carolina's not ranked, but
And LSU's not that good, though. They're not that
Right,
great. I'm
Yeah,
not
so
going to
that one-
lie.
that one for sure has caught my eye. South Carolina's also 2-0, and LSU has lost already. So
Oh, I forgot
It'll be-
they're 2-0.
it'll be interesting to see how that pans out. Wake,
I am also interested for Oregon State. I'm not going to lie. Oregon does not look like they're at the top of their game at the moment. And I really feel like if Oregon State shows the hell up, and it's at Oregon State, and it's a 3:30 game on our end, not on their end, that's a fucking noon game for them. If
Yeah.
they show up with the right energy, Oregon could lose it.
Wake. I just want y'all to score. Can you score?
Do you want us,
I don't think you're gonna win.
do you want us to prepare a burial next week for you guys? Like we can have like a whole ceremony for the death of Wake Forest?
I'll dress in black. Because I is that one televised? I think it's televised.
Oh,
Dixon.
it's on the CW network, bro. Ole Miss is favored by 22.5 points.
We had to have gotten coin. We had to have gotten hella bank for this game. They were like, we'll give you a stack to play y'all, and we'll top it if y'all make it your homecoming game because there's no reason for this game to be televised. It's going to be embarrassing.
Sure
Embarrassing. Embarrassing.
is. stay tuned for next week, because if we do show up in all black, or at least Amani shows up in all black, we do know that that means it's the death of Wake Forest season. So be prepared. Pray hard if that's
I
your
might
jam.
dress up in red as in rage.
Oh, you could also dress up in red for dogs, but that works too. We still got to play first. Don't
It's
do
always
that.
go dogs. It's always go dogs.
It's always
and go
go-
Deeks.
It's
Always go
dogs
Deeks. Listen.
and go Deeks. Even at the worst.
This is not my first rodeo with them embarrassing me. I will always be embarrassed. They just always find a way. They're like the Falcons. They're like the Falcon equivalent to me, where they always feel like they give you a shot and they always find a way to fuck it up. So, not my first rodeo. It's always going to be Go Deeks because that's where my heart is. But
damn.
Why?
Damn.
Why do this to me?
Damn.
In a minute, I'm about to get a paper bag and put it over my face. That's where we're at. Dang.
Listen, they could maybe have a fighting chance. We don't know. Listen, if these last 2 weeks have proven anything could fucking happen, which is the fun part of college football. Anything could happen. Ole Miss could literally think this is a cupcake walk, and they get fucked. It's also a night game. It is a 6:30 game at Wake.
Someone was like, who can we shit on? Who can we shit on? Why is this a primetime game?
Okay, it's not a primetime game because it's on CW. It's on CW. It's not on CBS or ABC.
You think ABC was going to pick this shit up? You thought Fox was going to be like, hey, bro, this the game.
What about ACC Network, man? Y'all have a whole network.
Nobody watches that.
Okay.
Nobody subscribes to that shit. Like, I'm not trying to bash about it, but why? Unnecessary. They should have put on the ACC because nobody need to watch that game.
Or Paramount Plus.
Bruh, put it on Tubi. That's what it needs to be.
Fucking Tubi. Anyways, that's our thoughts on this upcoming week. We're going to switch over into top 25? Top 25.
Top 25.
And then we'll get into our pick'ems for this week and our games for this week.
And a chat about my draft.
Y'all thought she was bad at the beginning with her rant about Wake. Oh no, just prepare yourself. It was about really bad.
Buckle up, buddy. Here's our segment where we give our thoughts about the weekly AP poll rankings. I would just like to say before we started pushing record to start this, I said, what the fuck? Because you mean to tell me, which valid, they beat Notre Dame, but Northern Illinois is ranked right now?
They're undefeated. They're 2-0. And they just beat a ranked team. Get that shit. They're going to sit there for 2 seconds, and then they're out.
Here's the thing. Mm-hmm. Yes, they're a ranked team. But we are putting too much on Notre Dame. They're not that great. They're not that great. So putting them at 25 is absolutely mad, there's like maybe a handful of teams I could have given it to before that that are also 2-0.
The fact they didn't give it to Syracuse is interesting here. That they're 1, 2, 3, 4 out. That's insanity.
That's what I'm saying. Like Illinois, Washington, Iowa. Like there's so many other teams I could have thought to put in the 25 spot. But that's absolutely mad, dog. I don't even know who they play. I don't even know who their next opponent is.
That's a good question.
Illinois State? Like,
I think they're just trying to be like, because, to be fair, Notre Dame was ranked pretty fucking high last week. As you can see, they were number 5. So they were a top-ranked team, and you came in and scooped that win. Have your moment. I don't know what's about to happen to you, Northern Illinois. You might be the sleeper that comes in, and we see you in the playoff. God for fucking bid.
I promise you I'll go feral. Like, what?
Listen. So you're getting your flowers for this moment. Don't fuck it up. Don't fuck it up. Don't be like App State and fuck it up. That's all I'm asking.
Just wanted to point out too, Tech and NC State both got dropped from the list. I think that is appropriate.
Deserved.
Rightfully so. Y'all couldn't even beat.
I would also say Iowa. You fumbled it against Iowa State. You can get the hell out too. That's also extremely fair. Extremely fair. I didn't realize Kansas was in the top 25. That's cute.
Boston College, wild. Absolutely wild.
They beat FSU. Not that it matters anymore, but like, hey, they also. Oh, they're playing Missouri this week. Oh shit! Good luck. Good luck, Boston.
Bye-bye.
Oh yeah, because if there is one team that I am so happy we don't have to play every year now, it is fucking Mizzou. Listen, they're a sleeper team. That coach is out for fucking blood and vengeance, and that quarterback, I think, is a 4th year now. Good fucking luck, y'all. Good fucking luck, mate.
Blessings be bestowed upon you.
Yeah, good luck, dog.
Enjoy the fact that y'all made the rankings, because
And it's
bye.
at Mizzou. Yeah, good luck. Good luck, Boston.
Adios. This is your last moment. Have fun. Enjoy the week.
And watch us be wrong,
Goodness.
and we'll have to eat our words, but highly
I had to do
doubtful.
that last week.
Yeah,
Anyway, Nebraska, okay.
Fair.
I'll beat Colorado.
Though, can I just say, that quarterback, chill the fuck out, dude. You're not Patrick Mahomes. Stop trying to act and be like him. It is weird. Be yourself,
Just trying to
dog.
figure out where you were going. That's funny.
Be yourself, dog. I don't need a Patrick Mahomes clone. I want whoever the fuck you are, and if that's what you're giving me, I don't want it. I don't give a I don't. It's weird. It's just weird business.
Yeah.
What is Clemson still doing here?
I mean, they blew out App State. Whoop-de-doo.
As they were supposed to.
Yeah. And crazy, they're 1-1.
I wonder why. Yeah, they're 1-1, and hold on, Nebraska ain't a.
You know, I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna let it go. That's a little
Suspicious.
bias. It's a little favoritism bias there, but we'll
Yeah, they
let it
jumped
go.
up 3 spots. Holy shit! What the fuck, dude?
Hey, I'm letting it go. And then they don't play this week, so of course they're just chilling. They did that on purpose. It's fine. We're gonna let that go. Iowa State, you beat Iowa, fair.
Kudos.
Arizona,
I think
you're
they
about to
had a.
go.
Oh.
You're playing.
Well,
I think they're about to go.
okay.
I think this was fun. This was cute. We'll give it to you.
They always
gone.
start off the year like that. They started off hot, and then they get that one opponent, and it just starts the downhill. I would love to be proven wrong this year. I think they have a fighting chance, though I just saw that it is at Kansas State, so never mind. Sorry, y'all.
Oh wait, we are absolutely wrong. That's for Arizona. They are.
Oh, you're talking about
high
Iowa
seed.
State? I was talking about Arizona.
Oh, maybe. I don't know where my brain was. Sorry.
It's okay. You're fine.
Iowa State gets to live to see another day. Arizona State.
We'll see. Kansas State is
I don't
also one
know.
of those teams that like they'll put in the top 25 at the beginning, and then by the end of the year they ain't there.
Well, to be fair, they were pretty consistent last year, if I recall. They were still kind of low, but like they were there.
They
So,
were
I
there.
guess.
They were just weren't like contenders,
They were-
if that makes sense.
Yeah, they were consistent. I'll give them that.
I'll give the consistency.
Arizona, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. We're just gonna scroll past. 'Cause honestly, all of these down here, I'm like, eh.
They're just happy to be here at the moment.
Louisville, I don't.
You beat Jacksonville State. Great job. Good job. Great job. You're supposed to.
This is great. This list is crazy.
I love the top 25 at the start of the year because you're literally just looking at this list like, what the fuck, dude?
Like, what is this? Notre Dame dropped 13.
Deserved. 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 You paid a school to come play you and you lost. Get out.
The irony.
Get out. And you
13
want.
spots is wild.
I also just want to say, you want us to respect y'all now? This is why we don't.
Well, they play at Purdue. Purdue's not ranked, and who knows? They might get
repeat.
right. It might be a repeat of what happened last week. Maybe not though, because maybe they might have a fire under their butts because they're embarrassed.
Doubtful.
I wouldn't want to be embarrassed 2 times in a row.
Doubtful.
Okay. Cool,
Doubtful.
cool.
I think it started the downhill train. Toot toot.
Michigan dropped by 7.
Take that L. Get the fuck out that top 10. Take the L.
I personally feel like they should have dropped a little lower, but that's
I
just
agree
me.
because that was a beat down. You got your ass
It was
whooped.
bad.
Get your ass whooped.
And granted, yes, Texas was ranked very high, but like
Don't
no.
matter. It don't
Like
matter.
I just feel like they should have dropped more than 7. It should have been a little lower. I would have
yeah,
put
like
them
20.
at like I was just about to say 20.
20.
I literally was about to say 20. Yeah.
I think that makes the most sense in
I would have
this.
put them at 20. Yeah. Let's see.
LSU? Why are you jumping up? You played a team oh, hold on. You let them score 21 points on you? Be
You know?
so serious.
I don't even know where that team is.
I think I vaguely remember them from the show on Netflix. Last Chance U. Feel like that's from Last Chance U. I might be
You're
wrong.
playing Last Chance U?
I think so.
If you're playing a team that's whole premise of Last Chance U is to talk about an underdog team that's trying to build its program, concerning.
I think like one of the players or something like ended up transferring there. I can't remember, or they might have been one of the teams, but I know that team. It also may be because they do a rotation in the SEC every single year, and one of us sees them.
Yeah.
One of us pays them.
I was mentioning this earlier, but very interested to see how this LSU South Carolina game comes because I wouldn't be surprised if they, got a little run for their money.
Listen, Shane Beamer, I think, realizes that if he doesn't step the fuck up, he's about to get fired. So I would not be surprised if they show up to this game, and it's outside. It's at South Carolina, and they show the hell up.
Yeah.
Could be interesting. Could be interesting.
Oklahoma.
They should have. Hold on. They stayed? Bitch, you barely won. What you mean? I would at least knocked them down 2 spots. Maybe
I have
3.
no thoughts to this.
Oh.
I have no thoughts to this. Play Tulane. We'll talk next week. Okay. Kansas State, fair. You still barely won.
And they moved you up 3 spots because of it. But I think it's because so many top teams moved down, which is fine.
I mean, that's crazy to be like, y'all barely won this game, but so many other teams that were ranked plays that horribly that you got to bump up is insane to say.
Especially
but
since
they play Arizona, so it'll be interesting to see how that goes. Again, I have no thoughts.
Yeah, that's.
I think it's going to be a good game.
I think that might be a game that There's a lot of games this week that kind of feel like sleeper games, like not a lot of people are excited about, but I'm like, there's potential here. There's potential. That one's one. That could be really interesting.
Oklahoma State.
Listen, great job beating Arkansas. First of all, Arkansas was not ranked, so I don't know why you bumping up. Second, you won in second overtime. I know there was a lot of top teams that lost, but you're really bumping them up over a second overtime win against an unranked team?
I'm not understanding.
It's not computing. The math is not mathing.
Utah. God bless. Y'all play Utah State. God bless.
God bless it.
God bless it.
And it's at Utah State. Good luck.
USC, you live to see another day. You might get shifted around, but you at least don't have a game to show for it. Y'all did beat Utah State 48-0. So maybe maybe Utah does have a chance. Maybe.
I don't know, man.
Maybe.
Utah is undefeated right now, so there's a chance. Mm-hmm. So you're saying there's a chance. There is. There sure fucking is.
All right. And we're hitting the top 10. Here we go.
Top 10.
Miami. I've been enjoying you. I am fine with this. ACC. Got a rep somewhere.
Yeah, the only ACC team that's actually giving you rep.
We got one.
Can I just say, though, I find it really interesting that they're giving Miami their flowers and Syracuse is like 5 teams out of the top 25 when Syracuse also beat a ranked team, Georgia Tech.
I feel like personally, to be fair, Syracuse is going to have to fight to make a name for itself because they are very untrustworthy.
But so is Miami. Miami does this shit too. Half the time, they're never in the top 25 because they've been trashed the last 10 plus years.
I Yes, I think, when I think about the AP polls, there's a lot of bias and favoritism
Oh,
towards those like
absolutely.
known teams. So I don't think Miami's gonna have to like try as hard to make a name for themselves as the Syracuse will have to. I think that's truly the only reason why they're right where they're at.
Which is unfortunate because I really think like Syracuse is going to get slept on and they have a good chance to win the ACC this year with the road that they're going down. I really see it happening. It could be them in Miami. But if you're going to give Miami their fucking flowers for beating a shitty ass Florida team, you need to give Syracuse their flowers for beating, even though it was a shitty ass Georgia Tech team, they were still ranked. Like they still
Right.
deserve to be up there. I
Right.
that's the only thing I don't like with top 25. Like you gotta
Gotta give flowers and give credit where credit's
yeah, and like
due.
actually
Yeah.
pay attention to that shit. Like, great on you, Miami, for bleeding Florida A&M as expected.
Honestly, Syracuse might be how NC State was last year, where they just had to really fight to climb for themselves. The only thing is, NC State at some point, unfortunately, had a downhill and ended up falling off. But I could see that same path of trajectory going for Syracuse. I could definitely see that.
Yeah, I don't know what Syracuse's schedule looks like this year, and who knows, they could absolutely fumble it in the next couple weeks. It's college football for you. I just, I would love to see Syracuse up there, and great on you, Miami, for finally figuring the things the fuck out for these last two games. But there's a lot of ball left, and I just, I don't know. I want to like Miami because Mark Rick went there and coached there, and like I have mad respect for that grandpa. I love him dearly, but it's just weird seeing Miami in the top 10. Man, I don't know. It's just
It's very weird.
It's weird. Ah,
very
yee.
weird.
I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
Well, we'll see after they play Ball State this weekend. Oregon,
Listen,
sure.
they deserve that drop. You almost lost to Boise State, bro. What in the shit hell?
Yeah, that's why I was like,
home.
sure,
At home.
sure.
I maybe would have dropped him down to 10 and maybe had Miami at 9, to be flat out honest with you, because it was a piss poor performance. But
I think
this is why I'm
as
not
they
in the
play
poll.
Oregon State at Oregon State this week, we will know, because if they win, fine, keep them where they're at. If they lose, I wouldn't even be surprised if they weren't on this list no more. Like, I mean, of course they're 9, so it's gonna be hard to justify them not being on the list. But like,
I think they would pull a Michigan and drop them down like double digit
17 spots.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I could see that happening. Yeah, I don't know. Those two are really interesting because Oregon was supposed to be good this year. Now, mind you, they lost their freaking quarterback, and yes, it's Bo Nix. Bo Nix is not everything, but Bo Nix was carrying that damn team, and now they're having to.
Sure was. They really were relying on him to like really carry them through, and I think where they messed up was like they kind of lost sight of the after.
Yep.
And so now they're in this like, we got to figure some shit out and get things together and get our team cohesive again, because I think they heavily relied on Bo.
I think so too, and I think that's biting them in the butt right now with these first two games of like having to pick up the pieces per se and like really figure out, okay, how the hell are we about to run this offense? I think they have the potential to figure it out. I have confidence in Dan Lanning to get it figured out, but like, you gotta pick it up, dude.
To be fair, it is only week 2, so they do have some time to
but they
sort
can't
things out.
If they drop the ball against Oregon State, they're done. There ain't nothing you can come back from that. Like
That's fair.
Yikes, just yikes. Penn State. I don't like Penn State. I never.
Moving on, Tennessee.
Yeah.
I understand why they're in the top 10, because y'all did beat a ranked NC State quite badly. Like,
as expected.
So I think it's justified.
Hold on. I need to see Tennessee's schedule, because what the fuck you mean you play NC State and now Kent State back to back? The hell is this schedule, bro? You be so serious.
I'm telling you, week 3 is full of cupcakes, dog. Like, I don't know when we're about to see some good matchups, but it is a bunch of bullies.
You ready? You want to hear this shit? You want to hear the fucking audacity of this shit? Okay.
Yeah.
They played UTC at the top of the year, won 69-3. NC State, 151-10. Great. Now it's Kent State.
Okay.
Next game is at Oklahoma on the 21st. Now, I'm going to be tuning in. That's going to be a fucking game. And it's our bye week, so I'm going to be here for it. Then it's Arkansas, at Arkansas. Then Florida. Then Alabama. And it's at home. It's not at Bama. It is at Tennessee, that game. Jesus. Kentucky. Mississippi State. In Athens against Georgia. UTEP. And then they end with Vandy. At Vandy.
So y'all are up because y'all are playing cupcakes. Y'all are down because you have some people. And then you're up again because you play cupcakes.
I see Oklahoma giving them a run for their money if they can get their shit figured out. Maybe not. Bama for sure will give them a run for their fucking money. I cannot have a repeat of 2-3 years ago. I can't do that shit again. With how Kentucky's playing,
Yeah.
no. Mississippi State, come to Athens, please. Let's meet up. Let's give it a show. And then fucking UTEP and Vandy. Like, what is this? What is this schedule?
Yeah.
We do have to do an episode on
We
schedules.
do have to do an
'cause
episode
I'm
on
so
schedules, 'cause
mad.
It's outrageous.
I'm
It's
so
very
mad.
bad.
Mizzou! Listen, sleepers, I'm telling y'all sleeping on Mizzou, and they'll probably let me down here quickly, but Mizzou is fucking good. They're good.
I think they're fine.
Okay.
I think they're fine.
They're fine.
I mean, honestly, the 2 weeks that I've seen, they're definitely one of the like better games that I've watched because like everybody's just I guess where I'm at is like I feel like I know it's week 2, but like I felt like last year I was very well aware of like who was good and who was not. Whereas this year, the way these games have been going, I'm like, I don't know where anybody stands right now. Mizzou, I feel like, has been pretty fine. That's why I'm like, okay, they're fine.
Yeah,
they're one of the teams, like, they won both of their games. They've been scoring pretty good. Like, I think they're definitely one of the ones on the end of, like, okay, they're good. I just don't know. Like, I just don't have enough information.
We're not really going to find out until October when they start off playing Texas A&M. I think that will be a good matchup. They got Texas A&M, Auburn. They got to play Bama at Bama. But
Godspeed.
Hear me out, though. Bama's never played Mizzou. And I got to tell y'all, if y'all sleep on Mizzou, they will fucking rock you. I can attest from having them play us.
Yeah.
When the first 2 years when they joined the SEC and they beat us and made it to the SEC championship, they won the East twice. I think people forget that. Don't sleep on them.
That's what I'm saying. Like I feel like they're gonna be good, but like
you need more. You need to see more.
I need to see more. I mean,
That's
they play Boston. Oh my god, they play ranked Boston College. So we clearly
we're gonna be waiting. Yeah, we're gonna be waiting to see. But they have a senior quarterback that coaches out for fucking blood and vengeance. It's going to take one team they're playing this year, one top team, to fucking drop that ball.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yep.
I'm just saying. Don't sleep on them.
Oh, miss.
Oh, miss. R.I.P. Wake Forest.
Y'all are just bullies at this point. Y'all done did this to Middle Tennessee. Now you're about to do it to us. Bullies. Like, there's no way you're having fun. Like, that's not fun. Fun is playing a team worth playing.
Dude, they gotta play Georgia Southern next after y'all. That's fucking
That's
hilarious.
what I'm saying. Their schedule is full of just being a bully. Like,
you're
just gonna bully your way through the season?
Oh, it gets worse. Kentucky, South Carolina, LSU. To be fair, it's in Death Valley, so good fucking luck, my guys.
Yeah, that's gonna be rough.
Oklahoma are at Arkansas, then us. I forgot we have to play them. Then Florida, and then Mississippi State. Who made these schedules? What the fuck did we do to you?
They're going to bully their way through their season, bro. Like, and they're gonna be sitting up here at the top 10, and it's gonna be like, but they bullied. Like, it's not. Play somebody for real. Like, oh my gosh. I'm irritated by that.
We're literally gonna have to do an episode on these schedules because I got
It's
beef.
ass. It's literally ass. Wake's schedule.
Dog, Georgia's schedule. They're sitting here telling us we should at least lose 2 to 3 games this year.
Damn.
If we go undefeated, it's a miracle because we got to play at Bama and at Texas.
They
fucked
I'm not
us
gonna
up.
be this person, but I think Texas. I don't even care about Alabama. Texas about to give y'all a run for y'all.
Shut up. Shut
like
the fuck up.
the
We're
way
not
they've
there
been
yet.
playing.
No, don't tell me that. Stop it.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Look.
Look. I'm joking. I'm really not.
I know. No, listen.
Make Jessica feel better, but I'm just saying.
No, listen. I always set my expectations low every single year. If we blow it out the water, fan-fucking-tastic. I'm here for it. I am very happy that it's top 12 this year and there's no, like, the SEC championship is just whoever has the best record. That's fine. We don't necessarily have to make it to the SEC championship anymore. If we can just be in that top 12, I'm fine with it.
Good point. I was supposed to say, I feel like
I'm fine with that.
Georgia has a high expectation of itself as far as like
every time.
We just want to be undefeated. Like we've been undefeated for this long. Like we just need to be undefeated. And I'm like, it's okay if y'all lose. Like
especially if it's top opponents and 4 of our opponents we have this year are in the top 10.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like I feel like I will give grace to Georgia if they lose. Like I feel like that's fine. Will the AP poll? I'm not sure.
Probably not. They hate us.
They've been sitting, looking at their watch, waiting for y'all to fuck up. But I will give them grace because I
appreciate that.
Yeah, like I just feel like I get it.
Remind me of this conversation when shit goes down. I'll be okay. I have seen enough losses in my life and enough bullfuckery to be okay, but just remind me of this.
They ended the season 12-1. Like, it's okay.
But it's not okay. No, it's fine.
Meanwhile, you'll be like, Amani, Wake ended 1-12. It's okay. I feel like that's what makes this so fun because, like, it's both of our schools. We have so much love and pride for our schools. But Georgia historically has just always been such a good team. Wake historically has just been a pretty average team.
Hold on. We have not always been historically a good team. We have lost to Tennessee with 2 seconds left on that clock. We have lost to LSU and got our ass handed to us during the fucking SEC championship. We had the Hail Mary in the national championship where I watched us lose that game.
That was crazy.
Listen.
I remember that. But y'all were still in the SEC championship, sis. That's good. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, that's still good.
Yeah.
Even if you didn't win, y'all were still. Where was Wake? At home watching the game? Right here next to me talking about, damn, look at that Hail Mary. Like, y'all were playing in the championship still.
That was also the year we lost to Auburn at home. Like, we lost, like, I think it was, like, 50 to, like, 6 or some shit. It was something wild. We beat their ass in the SEC championship. But that moment when we lost, I went, it's over, huh?
But it's just fun to see, like, just the dynamics and the differences of, like...
Oh, yeah.
Watching our teams in the process of all of this, because it's like we know our teams, but it's just nice to have that range because we can like talk about it, we can have conversations. It makes us focus on the bad teams, makes us focus on the good teams, so it's always fun.
Yeah, check in with me on like week 7 and see how I'm doing because I might be pulling out hairs.
Like mid to late October, that's when
scared.
shit's about to get
I'm scared.
Crazy.
I'm scared. I'm scared every year, to be flat out honest with y'all. My anxiety is always through the roof every Saturday. I don't talk to people. I don't text people during the game. The only person I talk to on a game day is my dad. That's it. And we're calming each other down, being like, yeah, they just need to do A, B, and C, and then we do it. You ain't going to hear a thing from me.
I literally keep track of when Georgia games are, and I know not to text Jessica during them. I'm like, I will text you before, and I will text you
me after.
I will not text you during because I will not get a response back.
Hell no. And so
every now and then I'll get a audio message, but other than that,
you ain't getting shit. You ain't gonna get shit from me on game day unless we're comfortably in the lead by fourth quarter. You ain't seeing me.
Yeah.
You ain't seeing me. All right. Speaking of
Bama skip.
Okay, all I'm going to say is you're playing at Wisconsin. If you play like you did the first 3 quarters of South Florida, good fucking luck. I don't want to hear the excuses that the first string O-line was not playing the whole game. I don't want to hear bullshit. I don't want to hear shit.
Fucking annoying, dog. They're so annoying. Y'all literally should be at like 15. But no, because everybody fucking loves Bama, they still are going to be like, well, they won 42-16. No, did you watch the game? Did you actually watch the game? Based on what the first 3 quarters looked like, they should have been ranked 20, 19, hell, 17.
Drop them down.
This is so fucking annoying to see them sitting here at 4. Annoying.
All I'm going to say is I'm actually keeping an eye on this game because I know Wisconsin's unranked. It's also Wisconsin. When's the last time Wisconsin's done anything really relevant? This might be the sleeper game that Bama forgets about. And it's also in Wisconsin, which is fucking far. So I'm not saying they're going to lose this game. I'm just saying it's one to watch. But we can move on. We're
moving on. Ohio State, listen. Here's my thing about Ohio State. Can y'all stop being 3? Can y'all stop being 3?
I can't say what I want to say about Ohio State because I feel like... Actually, I can because it's our podcast. Fuck Ohio State. I don't give a damn about where you're ranked. I don't give a shit on how good you think you are.
We do what we want on this.
I fucking hate y'all. Period.
We do what we want on this.
Period.
This podcast here.
I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. Exactly.
All I want to say is I can feel the frustration of being number 3 every year. I can feel it.
You want to know the irony? Texas moved up above them to number 2 this week, even after they won.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like every year I look at this damn AP poll list, they are sitting at number 3 every year. They don't move. They don't move up. They don't move down. They're at 3.
You want to know why? Because they can never win the big games. Bro, you've lost to Michigan, the last 3 years? And then you get to the playoff game and you fuck it up.
Well.
You fucked it up, Ryan Day.
You said it, not me.
All I'm saying is, and people don't agree, and that's totally okay, but if Ryan Day cannot win the big games this year, specifically Michigan or even a playoff game, he's done. He's fucking done because Ohio State's alum are going to get sick of his ass not being able to win the big games. Because that's what happened with Mark Richt. And it's going to be the same shit.
I can just feel the pain of Ohio State wanting to not be 3. I feel it. I understand.
That sucks.
Because every year, dog. Every year.
And they can stay there. They can stay there. They can drop lower if they want. Keep going.
Texas. This is going to sound very crazy, but I'm going to say it. I like y'all. I like y'all a little bit.
Welcome to the SEC. You can do horns down. It is not against the rules. Welcome to the SEC, motherfuckers.
Here's my thing, though. They are actually playing football. I don't know what the rest of these fucking teams are doing, but they're like, no, we got a cupcake. We're going to show you what a cupcake's like. We got Michigan. We're going to show you what Michigan's like. I just feel like they're the ones that are like, this is football. We're playing football.
Amani, they should have won their next 2 games. They should win these games. Technically 3. They get UTSA.
I didn't say their schedule wasn't bullying like Ohio. Ohio, Ole Miss.
They were playing Louisiana Monroe, then Mississippi State, and then they play Oklahoma.
I'm telling you, I never said.
So fucking for real.
I never said they didn't have a bullying schedule like Ole Miss does, because they for sure is bullying these teams. But they are doing exactly what they're supposed to be doing. They're not pulling a Notre Dame and having a cupcake schedule with a cupcake team losing. They're like, no, This is a cupcake team. We're knocking them the hell out. Michigan was ranked at the time 10, I might add, and they were like, we're going to play football and beat y'all. Like, they're literally taking the schedule. They're taking the best out of the opportunity, and I can't be mad at that. Like,
all I'm going to say is, from the jump, to expect Michigan to be that high with a brand new coach and you ain't got shit players on your team, my guy, is hilarious. They were expected to win these games. That's why I'm not really impressed. I need y'all to play a legitimate team for me to sit here and say, like, yeah, you deserve that top 2. Because you should have beat Michigan.
I can give you that. All I'm saying is some of these other teams that have these cupcake schedules, y'all aren't playing football.
Looking at you, Alabama.
Yeah, y'all are looking a little scary. But Texas was like, I'm gonna
on business.
I'm gonna show you.
And I hate that they were on business.
Right. They're like, we got this easy schedule. I'm standing on business. So I can't be mad. Oh. And then at the top, number 1 of the AP Top 25, we got the Georgia Bulldogs.
Thank you. That is correct. Number 1. Period. Ain't no dispute. Anybody that says Ohio State needs to be number 1 can suck a dick because that's incorrect. Absolutely not. And I've seen arguments for Texas. Absolutely not, because we have both played a cupcake and then a quote-unquote ranked team and won. No. No.
Listen, Georgia is also playing football. I feel like Georgia and Texas are on a whole different wavelength compared to everybody else. They are playing football. They are playing how they should be playing.
Correct.
These other teams, I can't really say that, but they are playing like how they should be playing. So I can't be mad at it. I think number 1 is right where they are. I know they got a lot of people praying on their downfall.
Always, every year. Every fucking year.
Sucks to suck. Sucks to suck.
Sucks to suck, baby. Listen.
Yeah.
I'm not saying we have one of the toughest schedules this year, but I'm also not saying it because my good fucking Lord, our schedule looks tragic. And
I mean, y'all play Alabama, Texas.
At Alabama and at Texas. At Ole Miss.
Literally most of the top 10.
Yep. So
and none of them are really playing anybody. Like,
listen.
That's tough.
All I'm going to say is, like, every season I start the expectations low. They're on the floor, if not below the floor. So then I cannot be disappointed. And also, if we do great, we do great. It's awesome, fantastic feeling. This year, if we went undefeated, I would be absolutely shocked, to be flat out honest with you. And I'm okay with that. I don't need y'all to be undefeated. I need y'all to be in the top 12 at minimum, so then we can make that run into the championship. That is perfectly okay. But Jesus Christ, are we going to have to fight tooth and nail to get there, while some of these other top 10s are walking their way to it.
I'm looking at you, Ole Miss.
I'm looking at you, Alabama, walking your way into the fucking, like, be so
Bullying
serious.
Your way to the top.
And honestly, Ohio State, you got nobody in your conference. There ain't nobody that's going to challenge you in your conference, because it sure as hell ain't going to be Michigan. It sure as hell ain't going to be Penn State either.
Yeah.
Fucking walking their way in. Same with you, Texas.
How do you feel about them playing Kentucky?
It's at Kentucky. It's a night game. Night games do make me nervous at different locations. I never like night games at a different location. We play Bama at 7:30 in 2 weeks. That makes me nervous as hell. I do not like that.
That's gonna be terrifying.
That's bad.
That's gonna be terrifying.
But speaking on this past week, Kentucky did look pretty atrocious against South Carolina, and South Carolina does not look all that great. So speaking on that, I never really give predictions for games, but if Georgia can just stick to their P's and Q's, let Carson air that shit out and run the damn ball, and our defense can stay on top of it like they have been, I don't see an issue. But I hate night games at other locations, bro. It drives me absolutely up a wall.
Yeah.
That's a noon game? That's good to know. That's a night game? God damn.
Well, tune in for Wake Forest on Tubi at 6:30.
And we'll be dressed for their funeral next week. And if not, I will eat a shoe.
I will come on this bitch as the happiest person alive. Because at that point, like, I'm just telling you, this is a hypothetical. This is a large stretch. Because I already know what's gonna happen. large stretch. But if they somehow beat Ole Miss, that means they would have no choice but to put us on the AP poll for at least a week, and I'm gonna lose my shit. So just know if this does end up being a situation where they win, I'm gonna be over the moon,
Cloud
top of the
nine.
world. Can't nobody tell me nothing. Y'all are gonna be like, but Amani, you just said fuck them for Virginia. Yes, it's still fuck them for Virginia, but it's my team. Okay. I have the right to say what I want to say. I have the right to feel how I want to feel. And when they're on top, I'm gonna be on top. Period.
Same. I will be on top. I am ride or die with my dogs. I don't give a
Yeah.
damn what happens. Y'all can sit here and
Yeah.
come at me if we lose. Y'all can sit
am-
here and say whatever the fuck you want. I don't care.
I am Delulu when it comes to Wake. What I say to Wake will vary each week because they will vary each week. But I will also vary each week with Wake, and it's fine. I am Delulu. That's the one team I'm Delulu for.
You're on your Delulu land, and that's okay. That's
in
fine.
my Delulu land, and we gonna ride it when it's high and shit it when it's low.
I wish I could go back to Delulu land, but I've gotten my hopes and dreams crushed too many times. So now we come in with low expectations to be impressed every year. It's nobody's fault. I just went through absolute atrocity hell for like 8 years with this team. So yes, we'll fucking see. We'll see.
I tried the low expectations.
How'd that go?
But when they're already low, and they're low,
so your expectations are like in hell.
Yeah, like it gets depressing because it's like I already had low expectations and you've somehow surmounted past it. Baffling. So I've decided to be in Delulu land, and when they're high, we're high, and when they're low, they're low. That's the wave I ride.
That's fair.
That's it.
All right, let's do last thing. One quick sleeper. That's it. That is or is not in the top 25. Minus Syracuse. I think people are sleeping on Syracuse. And y'all need to start paying attention because if the ACC continues to being how they are right now, Syracuse really has a fighting chance to kick ass.
That's a good question. It was NC State for me last week. I have no more faith in them at this point. There are a couple teams I want to keep my eye on.
Fair.
I know I shitted on them, but Boston College, I mean, they play Missouri, so we'll see. But I am keeping an eye on Boston College because if they somehow figure this out, whatever the case may be, they might be
If they beat
sleeper.
Missouri, that will be wild as hell.
That would be insane. My eye is also on Syracuse because I don't know much about Syracuse, but the fact that they are trying to do something, I gotta watch. It's also ACC, and I'm gonna, I gotta favorite ACC. And my eye is also on Miami because y'all are top 10. Y'all need to show them why you're top 10. And if you're gonna keep riding this high that you're on, y'all might have to be my ACC team this year because I know Wake ain't gonna do shit. So
now their schedule is pretty favoriting for them. Damn, they gotta play at Cal. I take that back.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Since they put, I can't remember the other, like all the teams that came into the ACC this past year, like all of our schedules are going to be fucked. So it's about to be a shit show in the ACC.
This is going to be interesting.
Yeah.
So now we're going to hop into our games of the week, and I'm going to desperately try to save my pick'ems and my record this week.